So the conductor still works and still able to sustain infinite AP, but there have been some changes to it. So some of the methods in the previous seasons that players used to sustain their conductors was max out their max AP with as much food buffs and such as they can, as well as pairing it with rejuvenators for their power armor. There was also a certain amount of max AP required to sustain it comfortably. Now, that doesn't really matter as much. Rejuvenators is more necessary for conductors to work instead of just completely maxing out your AP. So let's dive right into it and I'll show you guys what I mean. So I don't necessarily have a build for this, I just kind of jammed as much agility as I can into my perk points, as well as getting agility 2 stars for my power armor, and using the Nuka-Cola Dark luck method to get myself up to the threshold of 33 luck with critical savvy to crit every other shot. Now just to give you guys a heads up, a lot of these clips will be inside of a private server where damage dealt to players is 0, but the values of my VATs and the damage that I deal has not been changed. So in this clip that you're seeing now, we have 582 max AP, which is significantly more than what was required in the previous season, which from my understanding was 350. And this is using it without any kind of rejuvenators pieces. And as you can see, we are slowly running out of AP as we continue on with the fight, eventually running out. This same process is also done with the non-PA. Unfortunately, non-PA does not have access to rejuvenators, but we're using even more max AP at 740, and we still will not be able to sustain our VATs. It will last a while, but it will eventually run out. Now that's not really a bad thing. That just means you can, if you do use coffees, you'll be able to use significantly less to maintain that infinite VATs if you wanted to. So it's not the end of the world, but you will be required to use some coffees if you do not use any kind of rejuvenators for your PA, or if you are outside of PA. Now I wanted to go through the process of adding pieces of rejuvenators to show that the more you have, the better it becomes, but it was a little bit too long, and we're just gonna jump right to the 4th piece. But as you can see, with the 4th piece, our AP is going down, but it's pretty slow. Again, this is with 260 max AP at our disposal. Now here we're gonna throw on our 5th piece, and this will allow us to maintain infinite VATs with the least amount of AP or max AP that I am able to use for the build that I'm planning on doing. Now for those who wanted to see it in a public server to see how it fares, we're going to do that right now. Now in the public server, my main character doesn't have faster fire rate on my Conductor's Gatling Blast, but that will also further confirm that even with faster fire rate, it will still be able to sustain Conductors. Now once we start fighting, my AP will dip down a little bit due to server lag and the crits not registering correctly, but will eventually get back up to almost full, and show that infinite VATs is obtainable even in a public server. And as you can see, our AP is jiggling near the top, and we're able to hold it. It's quite nice. I actually really love the change to Conductors because it allows me to use my build and use Conductors without any problems. So in my opinion, Conductors did get buffed. But that about covers it, guys. I hope you found the information useful. One thing I would like to touch on is the required to use coffees. You don't have to use coffees if the fight is short enough for you to keep your conductors with a high AP pool, then by all means do that. No one is required to use coffees. I just wanted to put that out because I'm sure someone will probably point that out and get mad at me. Now for those who are curious about a build, I will have a build eventually, but at the moment I am still testing out some perk cards to see what works and to see what feels good. But with that, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know your thoughts on the changes to conductors, if you like them or not. But I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. As always, happy hunting, good luck, and I'll see you guys in the next one.